everywhere you go. We're singing Christmas songs. Yes, it's not Christmas, it's still only October. But here we are once again feeding the cake. This is the Christmas cake. For those of you who didn't see it last time, we feed it every week for at least 6 to 8 weeks. Actually, I have a skewer, even one of those, and my sister's here with me.
Hi everyone.
I did make her one for her birthday, big birthday, which is coming up soon, and we shall show you that when we cut that cake. But this is for my darling boy and my darling girl for Christmas. So you poke holes all the way through. There's about, I actually guessed it because this jug has no measurements, but it's about 1.5 ounces of brandy. You can use whiskey, you can use rum. Brandy, you can use anything. You use rum, I suppose. My sister's just going to let my puppy in. The alarm's going to go off in a minute. So I'm actually going to do what we did last time. We just thought we'd show you again. And what happens, that's the back door 6 going there. We have this brilliant alarm system going on. And what happens is the brandy will soak into the holes. As you're doing this, again, I think I must have said this last time, doesn't matter if it drips down the side because it will soak into the cake. We've got another, I don't know how many weeks, but at least 5 weeks. And I shall be doing this now every week until the week before Christmas, when I shall mail it to New York, just as it is. And then my grandson and I, as we did last year, it's become a tradition, I'm going to cover it with some nice, delicious apricot preserve. I'm going to melt the preserve in the microwave, nice. Brush it all over. Well, it helps because then whether you use fondant on a cake or whether you use marzipan, which I like to use marzipan, and I make my own, and yes, the recipe will be in the book, is in the book actually. The apricot preserve, the melted apricot preserve, helps the marzipan to adhere to the cake.
Can I just ask a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Does it make much of a difference if you buy sort of cheap preserve or go for the
no,
best?
It actually doesn't. No, it doesn't make any difference at all. I don't think I have to say I don't think I'd ever buy cheap preserve. Sorry. But you don't have to buy the most expensive either, no. You know, just, no, it doesn't matter at all. That's a good question. I'm going to tip the rest on there like that. Waste not, want not. You can see it's nice and glossy. So I'm just moving it around just to make sure that it's going in all the holes and so on. And if we had time and you were to watch this, as you watch it, the cake begins to absorb and it starts to dry out. And as soon as it's dry enough, we're going to wrap it up again. You can see I've got parchment paper, I've got foil, and I've got this trusty little Cake Tubs airtight seal because I don't want the air to get to it. I don't want it to dry out. It's going to take a lot for it to dry out, I have to tell you, but I don't want it to dry out, so I'll keep it nice and moist and keep it wrapped up. And we'll be back probably next week. In the meantime, and I just have a message from my daddy, who's standing right to my right side. I didn't expect this, to say hello to my sis, because
hi Dad.
He's not said anything to you yet, has he? No. Since you've been here. But he's in the kitchen with us, and he's looking forward to the birthday. I want to say happy birthday to you, 'cause it's a big birthday for her. She's, what are you, 50 or something?
70.
But anyway, there we have it. From Grey Eagle, from my daddy, from Madeline, and Carolyn said to me before we started, because she knows there's one of these actually in the freezer already. They do freeze beautifully, and she said, can't wait to taste a bit of that. So she knows she's going to get some birthday cake when the time comes, and so this is great. Please, please, please enjoy the cake if you decide to make it. Don't be frightened by it, because there's nothing to be frightened of. It's the easiest thing in the world to do once you know how. watch the video. We'll show you how. We did make a video of this cake, didn't we, and doing the cake and all the rest of it. And so in the meantime, till I see you in Rosemary's Kitchen again, please, 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 please have a very, very blessed day.